Welcome. This is Tammy. We are here on a Saturday afternoon again, April Fool's Day. This is not a joke, just like my email said in everybody's list today. We are rocking and rolling with the Fearless movement. My mission here today is for you guys to learn something, one thing, and this is what I used to say to myself when I would go to an event or attend something. I'd say, you know what, it's going to be worth my time if I learn just one thing. So I've been an entrepreneur for 35 years. I've been coaching and teaching people for the last 12 years. Internet marketing is my love. I love teaching people how to make money online. And that's what we're here to talk about today. So again, welcome everybody. I am live on my YouTube. And so just to keep this a short video presentation here, I'm going to talk about what is Get Fearless Freedom, the commission structure, how you guys can get started literally today. Okay, and just right before I jumped on the live Zoom, I heard my phone go cha-ching, and all of a sudden I got a $500 cash app. So that happens all the time, and I've done this over and over and over for 12 years. So for me to teach you guys something about this space, member to member, I think I'm pretty qualified. Wouldn't you guys say? So there it is. There's a $500 cash app. You can take these payments by Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Bitcoin, Western Union. The sky's the limit. Honestly, you can even take it in the mail if you wanted to do direct mail. Okay. And I'm going to actually have a component to that when we install another level. We're going to actually be installing a $1,000 level. And that's really exciting news, but I'll get to that in a minute. So what is Get Fearless Freedom? It was an idea of mine about 4 years ago to have my own company. I was a top affiliate and sponsor for many, many companies, and you guys probably have heard some of them out there. A lot of high ticket companies. I love high ticket sales. One transaction is better than making dinky checks, you know what I mean, all over the place. So I think my first check was like maybe 25 bucks or something like that. And I said, wow, this is never going to cut it. I went from, a real estate mindset, big houses, real estate. My husband and I, we'd flip homes, $25,000 per transaction. My first real estate check was $56,000. So I couldn't go from, okay, $56,000 down to $25. It just mentally was crushing me. So there was a lot of opportunities out there that was presented to me, but the biggest money I've ever made in my lifetime has been real estate and high ticket sales. So when I thought about Get Fearless Freedom, I thought, well, can we make this more than just the levels in a business opportunity? Does that make sense today to people? Like, in other words, can we make this better than just saying, okay, you can make $200 and $500? Can we bring this into a community atmosphere? And that's what you're looking at right here. All these beautiful faces on here today. We have hundreds and hundreds of people that we've helped. My son and I, we've been able to use this system, this exact system that you're going to see today. We've been able to use it. There's another one. As I'm sitting here, this is my phone going off, cha-ching, cha-ching, because I have traffic running right now too. And I just sent to my list. Okay. So now I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay. I should probably shut this off so it's not distracting. All right. Let me share my screen. Got a lot of people here. We got people on my YouTube. Hint, hint. YouTube is a ATM money machine. My YouTube channel, I've had it for many, many years. Brianna and I and Rob are going to be doing more of this training, especially at the higher level. When we install that $1,000 level, you guys will get higher end training with YouTube. Right now we have it in the back office, but this is my newest capture page. Now, how can I all of a sudden do this capture page within 2 minutes? How can I do that? 4 years ago, I used to pay $200, $300 just for a programmer. I'd send the programmer my information, and I used to have to pay him $200 to $300 just for this one component of my system, of my software. I used to have to pay that much money, and it was getting really ridiculous. So, and of course, expensive, right? Not only was it time consuming for him, for me. So I said, okay, aha moment. I want a marketing system that can not only market this opportunity, but it can also house my other offers online. Now, who on here has multiple income streams on here? Who has multiple offers? Just put a 1 in the chat. It won't distract me. I just want to see and check afterwards. A lot of people do, right? A lot of people have multiple offers, and a lot of people have tried stuff online. Want to know one of the number one reasons why people fail online? There's two reasons why people fail online. Number one, they just have not had enough views or clicks or people or visitors to their offer on the internet. They have not had enough people come through their capture page. If you are using capture page, now who's not using a capture page on here? By a show of hands, put a 7 down here. Let me just see who's not using a capture page right now. So I can see. Hey, Terry, welcome. You just joined. Congratulations. Who's not using a capture page? I like to see the stats. Now, of course, members, you can't cheat because you're already in and you're already using the capture pages, right? But if you're not using a capture page, you're literally making the number one mistake that I did when I first started out. No one was here to teach me. I had to learn everything. I'm from the school of hard knocks. Not only did we learn how to flip real estate on our own, yes, we went to events and we'd sit and listen and we'd sit and listen. We'd say, what the heck are we going to do when we get home? Okay. And then they charge you $10,000, $20,000 just for mentoring. Well, relax. You're not going to have that here. It's $547 right now. Okay. That is the top level that we have with Get Fearless Freedom. All right. So, Michael, all right, cool. Let's just kind of pick on Michael for a minute. So let's just say Michael goes out there and he launches his business. He's excited about his business. And then all of a sudden he launches it to the internet. Crickets, right? Don't you guys hate crickets? I mean, all of a sudden you're really, really excited. And that day that you join that home-based business, you don't get anybody to your site. You're like, well, they said it's going to work. How come it's not working? And then you say, forget it. This internet marketing stuff don't work. And then you just hang up your hat. Well, I was the same way. I used to say, geez, so I'd buy book. I'd go to Barnes and Nobles, wouldn't I, Rob? I'd go to book after book after book and saying, there's got to be a way that we can make this work. Everybody else is making this work. How come I'm not? So I drag my family along and I drag my son along and my kids. I'd say, Mom has to stay at home. Now, why did I have to stay at home? And I was really stubborn. I didn't want to go working for someone else. Well, I had 2 kids that were getting bullied in school. And I said, by golly, I'm going to homeschool them. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to have anyone school my kids except for me. That was why I was so stubborn to learn this stuff, guys, because I had a why. If your why don't make you cry, then get off the Zoom because it's not going to work for you. If your why don't make you cry and you don't say, geez, I just got to get this figured out and learn it. Now, I've already told people on here 2 things, 2 issues and 2 problems, right? So whenever we have a headache, what do we try to do? We try to solve it. We try to go get that aspirin for our headache. All right. So this is what I did. I launched this 4 years ago. I've been using this system. I relaunched it in February. That's why you see so many people joining. It's because people wanted more of a commission. Wow. Mistake. I should have started right out 4 years ago to just offer a $2,000 level or a $500 level, right? And so I'm learning just like you guys are, right? We're all learning how to make our online business work. So now since I've launched this in February, I've put over $25,000 in my pocket. How did I do that? See my little tab that's open up here? It's called an autoresponder. Okay. My system does not touch your leads. By the way, I get into things right in the first 15 minutes. I don't mess around. I don't tell you guys a whole long story and blah, 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 like a lot of speakers do. I just like to get to the point. I know you guys, your time's busy. We have ads put up all over right now, all over the internet with this system. I have Craigslist ads. I have Craigslist opt-ins. I have people coming in. I have leads coming in. See what I mean? Cash apps coming in. I have actual emails going out to all of my members for them because a lot of people, what they don't realize is they don't have the time to sit down and study email marketing like me, like I've done for the past 12 years. See? So here I'm going to just show Brianna's. It's going right to her list. Now, all Brianna has to do is go do her painting, play, spend time with her kids, drive traffic. That's all that Brianna has to do. And she even was talking about it when you first jumped on. You were like, What happened the other day, Brianna? You were painting and you saw your phone going off with ding, ding, and it was notifications of leads coming onto your list, right?
Yeah.
That's what
And
gets
it's for me, it's a whole new thing. This
you.
I just find it crazy because one of the things that was happening is that we get told that we'd been accepted for this new house that we've been waiting for, that I've been dreaming of. And it was a case of, it was like, right, move now. So everything happened so fast. And I was like, oh God, like, right, okay. So I just went in to do the painting myself. I'm quite creative and I'm, blessed to say that I could just go at it. So I was like, right, I'm just going to get this done myself, just get it done. Came in, started doing the painting. And of course, one of your concerns normally, because when I was doing this business before, and I was a leader, so it's great for affiliates because most of the time, affiliates don't actually need to show up all the time. Maybe like you've got a 90-minute a day, action step that you've got, and that's really all that people need to do. But for me, I was recording training, I was doing, running groups and everything else. So it was a lot of work for me. So I was so used to being on, needing to be on all the time. So here was this situation where it was like, right, well, in fact, because of course I found you, which has, brought so much more ease for me as well. But taking it to a whole other level, where it was like, right now, I need to just focus on getting this house sorted, getting it all done for, the kids and moving everybody in. And yeah, it was like, so normally you're like, okay, well, there's zero sales going to come in because I can't work right now. But instead, it was different this time, where it's like I just literally just put the paintbrush down. I remember it so specifically because I was so shocked at this. Put the paintbrush down, and I just thought I'll just check and see is everybody okay? Because that's one of my things. I always check and see is everybody okay in our group. And I look up and my phone's full of all of these people signing up to my list. And I was like, what the hell? So for me, this is new. I know it's normal. Like my company generated over 6 figures in a year, but that was through Facebook marketing. Right, so it's organic Facebook marketing that I was using. Didn't build a list, didn't do all of that, but I know the importance of it. But it was a headache for me. And this with what Tammy's got now, geez, it just makes it so much more easier. So for me, this, the whole having people opting in without me doing the work is completely new to me. And I
Right.
was just like, I can't believe this. Like I'm actually able to paint my house and I've got leads coming through. I'm still adjusting to it's a mindset shift as well. You have to actually like right now I'm going through the process of hang on a second, I can relax. That I
Mhm.
can actually relax a bit. Now I am a person that's, normally very, very busy with the work side of things. I'm normally doing stuff, training and courses, but I wanted to allow some ease for myself as well so that I can heal my body. And that's when, Tammy came along. So it's a right mindset shift that, oh my God, I can actually relax a little bit with this. And yes, it's just absolutely amazing. So I'll let you crack on. But yeah, busy painting and check my phone and there's actual people signing up and then joining the group and coming to the events and things like that. It's pretty mind blowing.
Isn't it? Yeah, for me, I've been doing this for 12 years. So I said, and when my husband and I first got into a business, it was actually a carpet cleaning business. We got all excited. We thought, okay, we have all of the equipment, right? We're going to make a lot of money. And then, like I said to Michael, crickets. Like, what do you do? So our target market, because I had enough knowledge with marketing to think to myself, well, my target market could maybe be restaurants. Maybe we could go clean restaurants and carpets in the restaurants, because I wasn't going to really go door to door and knock on people's doors. I mean, we had already tried that. This was in our 20s, this was when I was thinking, well, I want to be a mom, And so that's when Rob and Amanda came along. And I said, all right, well, what else can we do for lifestyle? Because my husband actually got hit by a car. We couldn't do that business anymore. So we started thinking, well, why don't we use our brain instead of our brawn? You know, like why don't we think? And so that was when we were evolving into like more of, okay, like larger transactions and becoming a, you know, kind of like a specialist with, you know, like loans and things like that. And then we got into real estate. And we used to teach 22 loan officers actually, back in the day and before 9/11, my husband and I would teach loan officers how to do this process. It's a simple process. You generate a lead. It doesn't matter what business opportunity you're in. You need to generate a lead. You have to have customers in order to survive. So the two reasons why people fail in any business, it doesn't matter whether it's an online business, is not enough visitors, not enough people come through the door, okay? Or lack of money, lack of funds. So there's just really two reasons why you fail. Even if you have the motivation every single day, you're not going to give up. There's always those reasons. So there's a science to these pages that you're looking at here. So this is a secret. Don't tell anyone that my pages convert in traffic, meaning how everybody's here today, you had at one point opted in and put your email into one of these people on my Zoom's pages because you were curious. It's called curiosity marketing. I love curiosity marketing. So I've been studying marketing, and heck, I'll go to the store and I'll be over here. We'll go to Barnes and Nobles. Like I said, we were looking at the Home-Based Business magazine. I was like, always in the magazines, always in the magazines. What's converting? What's converting for people? I had to study the same thing when we were New York State mortgage brokers. I'd have to study, well, how do we get more people through the door? So I was always in charge of the marketing and advertising. I did all this stuff. I was able to do all this stuff with my kids at home. So Rob's now working with me full time. He can tell his story today. But let me just jump right back into the back office of Get Fearless Freedom. Get Fearless Freedom, again, is a opportunity that I came up with, and it solved my problem of having to always ask my programmer, hey, can you do another page for me? Hey, can you do another page for me? You know, and so I decided, why not make it simple for someone to just create that capture page that you're looking at? So that's kind of like your front door, is you're able to log in. Once you purchase the software, you can purchase the software for $200 or $500 level. You'll be able to log in and be able to start making these capture pages instantly. So that's kind of the overview. Since we've launched it, I have been collecting, because I'm not only an email collector, I also collect shiny people, I like shiny people. I like shiny objects. I like to collect things and show people that this indeed works, and it can work for you. These are some of the testimonials. This is actually a lady that uses my pages, and some people don't even know she uses my pages in order to rank up to some of the leaderboards on other opportunities. Again, I've been using this for 4 years, right? It's not until we've made the capture pages and everything jazzier. So we have Brianna's gentleman here. Jeff, I think he might even be on the Zoom. We have Terrence that just joined last night, believe it or not, and he now has probably at least 100, 150 people on his list already. Now, it took me, when I first got started, did you guys know how long it took me to get my first opt-in? Anyone take a guess? Like when I first started. And I have here people here, students, and of course, Get Fearless Freedom members that are getting their first opt-in within 15 minutes. Just like I say on that video on the sales page. Is he on here? Is Terrence on here? Rob, did you get a report back? Yeah, there's Terrence. How many opt-ins did you get? And this is what I like to do. You know, when I used to go to these events, it used to be, I'd see all these people making this money and flashing cash and stuff like that. And I'd be like, but how? Right? So there's always like a plan, like Brianna says, we have the 90 minutes of marketing, right? I like to just do my marketing for 90 minutes and then I'm done. In fact, we're going to go see Elvis. We're going to see the Elvis tribute. What do you call that? How do you say that word? Tribute. I think it's Monday. We're going to go see him.
Tribute. Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to line up and we're going to go see the Elvis. So Terrence already has emails on his list, right? So the flow of a internet marketer lead, an internet marketing lead, is from capture page to then bridge page to then a sales page. That is a flow of a 7-figure funnel, just so you guys know. And we have that with Get Fearless Freedom. So I needed to have those bridge pages as well. And then there was another thing that I was really, really lacking, again, was traffic and time, because we don't have enough time of the day to go out and search for all these people, right? And then the target market. So we're all here, we're all business opportunity seekers and buyers, right? So that's who you want to target. You don't want to go and chase your family friends. That's not your target market. You don't want to try to figure out, well, who do I go to? And even Rob, he's in a coffee shop. He's not going to be telling anybody about Get Fearless Freedom. Well, maybe he might. But I'm just saying, like, literally, you want your target market to be business opportunity seekers. So that's what we teach and train once you guys join. By the way, we have a detailed training tomorrow for anyone that is in, and then I'm going to make sure you guys get your pages set up. So that's the overview. Does anyone have any questions on the Get Fearless Freedom? Like, what is Get Fearless Freedom? My mission is to help. I've already helped 100 families. Okay. My mission every single month is to help 100 families. I think I can handle that. Now, what is your mission? I know Rob's going to talk next because he wants to go over the components of what is in Get Fearless Freedom. We can pull up the sales page. You guys can read it. It's pretty simple. But the components of a good offer is going to be Get Fearless Freedom. If you don't have an offer, you can use this offer. If you have an offer, we'll be able to help you. I can pause this off of my YouTube when we're done with this, and I'll help you guys set up campaigns and everything like that. I made myself available today for the next hour, and we can set you guys up, make sure you guys are set up and running for Get Fearless Freedom. And we'll, of course, do tomorrow too as well. We're also installing, like I said, a $1,000 level. So if you join today, this is the bonus. I'll hurry up and do the bonus before if anyone has to jump off, because we're at 12:26 here. If you join and create an account today, when we launch it, and I still don't know the projected date, guys, so you still have time to market this, we will allow you to be grandfathered in at the 1,000 level. It'll probably be the last weekend that we do this, though, because I'm going to be collecting those 1,000s, right? So I just want everybody to know that that's a bonus. And Rob and I said that we will give you some money off of traffic. So if you purchase one of our traffic packages, we'll also give you that. The other, I think, cool bonus that's already in here is the Craigslist auto reply software. Did you guys know I've had 5 leads just overnight when I refreshed my Craigslist ads? What is a Craigslist ad? It's a classified ad. Craigslist is one of the highest trafficked classifieds in the world, for that matter. I was going to say United States, but in the world, for that matter. And that comes at the 500 level. I decided to put my Craigslist auto reply software in the mastery level. So that's also what's with Get Fearless Freedom. I'll show you guys this. There's a mastery level. There's a side, the Craigslist auto reply software. You get a 1-hour training. I just posted up some ads that I have live on, one second here, on Craigslist right here. Isn't that cool? So you guys can actually see my campaigns live. So don't ever worry about, well, what do I say? How do I say it? Like the flow, right? Because obviously you have to have your capture page, you have to have your system, you have to have that money coming in, right? You have to have that money coming in just like it's oxygen. So all you're doing is literally advertising this site while I'm doing the explaining for you, telling, selling, and you're just collecting the cash apps. Honestly, it's that simple of a business. You can spend 90 minutes a day. You can spend more than that if you want. I have people making thousands and thousands of dollars with this system and have been for 4 years. But I just decided to make it a higher level and to install the mastery level, which of course, Rob's going to talk about the side gig hustles because he loves the side gig hustles. He's been working alongside his father for years with arbitrage and with auctions. One of our favorite things to do is actually auctions on the weekend, right? We've been taking Saturdays, but normally what are we doing on a Saturday, Rob? We're going and we're looking for flips. We're looking for auction deals, right? Are you able to talk in the coffee shop or?
I am. It's very quiet now.
Okay, cool.
Just good. All righty, guys. Thank you for listening in. Welcome to our GFF community I'm her son, so I work with her full time. And thank you so much, of course, being on the Zoom. I'm in the coffee shop, and part of the arbitrage knowledge that we have in the side gig hustles, actually, I was able to pick up yesterday a new deal. I found a MacBook Pro 2019. It was spec'd out like, like the Mac spec out. And I was able to use my dad's knowledge because he's always teaching me, and I love to learn. A good person that gets far ahead listens, right? So I listened to him, and he's like, "Go get him, Tiger." I'm like, "All right." So I go on Facebook Marketplace, and I see this guy have a MacBook Pro, and it's the same knowledge that we include in the back office when it comes to coins or antiques or laptops, things like that. It can be applied anywhere. So I saw him online. I'm thinking he's like a scammer, but I know my stuff. No one can pull over anything Apple on me. I grew up on it as a kindergartner. I was a MacBook user, so it's funny. But my point is that I was able to get this nearly brand new laptop for $750. That was it. That was it, and it's a $2,400 laptop.
Mhm.
Now, it wasn't stolen. Everything's fine. Apple checked, went to, the store, everything was fine. But the reason is we know people are hurting. People are hurting and they want money. It's called time value of money. So in our side gig hustles, we talk about fast money. People would rather, if I were to tell you right now, would you rather have $500 cash like right now, or $1,000 over 3 months? I would personally choose 500 because I know I can invest it and I can utilize it and grow my wealth with coins and arbitraging what we have in the back office of side gig hustles. So for me, I'd rather take $500 immediately today rather than hoping I might get 1,000 over 3 months, right? We all are like that. So that's what we teach too in our arbitraging or side gig bonus hustles. But this is what I'm talking about. Is like I literally am looking at this flawless computer, and he does repair businesses. So he was very cool. I made a friend. He's going to go hiking with me. I make a friend in a minute. And so we're already buddies. And
Who'd
he's
you
like,
learn
"Oh,
that from?
right, right." He's already buddies. He already actually wants Get Fearless Freedom for his own business. And
Mhm.
so I go, wait a minute, I can apply the knowledge because he was already at $900. So it wasn't like it was a scam price, right? And they're retailing on eBay for $1,200, $1,300, maybe sometimes around 900. But he saw the value of time value of money. And that's what we teach is like, if you can buy something at near auction price or near cheap, guys, you wouldn't believe actually the things that people are willing to get rid of actually fairly cheap. So in our back office of the side gig hustles, we show those links of the coins that people are trying to get rid of, and then arbitraging them up and over back through eBay or going on eBay. But we teach the right method. So that's in the side gig hustles. But as far as the actual system, so something that's actually valid for what you need to use it as, like when I share my screen here, and hopefully I can.
Let's see
There
if
we
I
go.
can.
Yeah, I think I
You
can
got it?
share
Okay.
it. You see it good?
Yep,
Okay.
sure do.
All right. So this is awesome. 16-inch MacBook. I'm like, I get so giddy. I use the knowledge that my dad taught me and I start to apply it in real life. But yeah, we just go to Get Fearless Freedom, back office, and this is what it will look like. You get your specialized training. This is awesome because I actually teach guys almost over an hour of my Facebook knowledge, and I was able to take a zero friends book, zero people back in August of 2022. I had to get a new account. And we all have been through all that, right? There's people that have their accounts forever, and there's people that need, like, they had to create a brand new account. So I get into the mastery level of mastery training here, and I teach you guys right here how I took the zero Facebook friends account and I was able to grow it up there and do stuff like that. But what I love about this is, check this out for your guys' current existing business, because a lot of folks love that. They love that they can build out a capture page. But see this right here, what you can do is just go to pages, you can create a page, and in real time, and these pages, they don't have to look like palm trees in the background. They don't have to look like a bunch of fanciness. Like Brianna knows that, my mom knows that. All my great friends on here that have gotten the system as well and are going to get it. You begin to learn you don't need to look fancy in order to capture a lead. The more it looks, the more there's a lot of things going on. So check this out in real time. You can just click away. And of course you can do that right there, name and email, but email address, people really like only giving out. Please show me more. And look at that in real time. You can do source code editing. You can do size fonts. You can do everything just like you normally would want, but it builds it in real time as a capture page. It's like a fishing net, right? And then, so what my favorite thing is you guys, I think you guys will really, really love, and this is truly where I call it the customization comes along with the system, as you have right here, look at this, Get Fearless Freedom bridge page. And this bridge page, you can put your video in, just like Brianna's folks, right? That you guys got in on and get back with her. Like literally, this is the reason why we have this system where everyone becomes their own little lane and helps their people along with this community. So it's like a community, but your own lane. It's phenomenal. So this is what I use right here. Of course, I have a video as well. I can always add and be like, hey, I'm Robert from Las Vegas, whatever. But this is what I do. And then look, guys, you have your bridge page. You can put the color, the background. I figured nice light green. It's my favorite color, if you can't tell. Green's my favorite color. So I was like, all right. So we click next, and this is what it does. It brings you to your own personal, your personal sales funnel, right? Now it has our video, has my done for you email, little things like that. But you can see how it flows, guys. Like everything, it's not glitching. It doesn't do this. It doesn't take you off to an upsell. It literally is straightforward to the point. You get with your sponsor, and that's it. That's it. And you're beginning to go. And it's so automated, that's a one-click funnel. And I'll show you why I love the one-click funnel. What you do is, as soon as you get Fearless Freedom today, all you do is it will take you to this payment area, right? Where you can actually choose how to get paid. So you write it out and you put it there. You can connect it with Stripe if you want to, and stuff like that. And get back, of course, who your sponsor was, and they can show you how. But Stripe is pretty fair. It's pretty good. But there's, of course, other things. There's Wise, there's Western Union, you name it, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum. So I put what I personally right now currently accept, and then that's it, guys. You literally go through, and then your sponsor, you just get with them, and then it's literally that easy. So it's such a system where, like, you see the mastery level here. There's side gig hustles. There's also this Craigslist responder tool. Whoa, that is phenomenal. Because when you read all that, you go right through it. My mother and our programmer, he helps show you guys, like we show you how to create a auto reply message, not a vacation message, by the way. This is built from the ground up. No one has it on the internet. Where on Craigslist, you put out an ad for your existing business or GFF, and the person clicks reply, or they put it in the, composing, and it goes out to Craigslist. It will actually trick it and go whoop, like that, and will send your information, your capture page, right to the person. So talk about full automation. This is it. We have campaigns as well. I mean, this is a nice little overview. Capture up and follow up. I'm actually going to be adding some stuff in here, by the way. In the future, I'm going to be adding some messenger, like Facebook Messenger for existing members. You guys know, no charge. But it's literally going to be like some really good scripts I personally use that are nice and light. I call it lightweight marketing, because everyone knows that Brianna's going to laugh. I always love to talk to her, but you know what I'm talking about is, as soon as they go, hello, how are you? You already know where it's going with Facebook. We're like, oh, wait, you're not going to be pitching me. You need GFF, like you need a true proper thing to capture. But that's what I'm going to teach. I'm going to kind of have a nice, very good examples like we have here. The autoresponder, guys, my mom takes care of emails. So when they're going through that funnel for GFF, and you really want to run with us, promote this for any business, you can. This will actually, my mom will have emails that follow up to tell them about Get Fearless Freedom. It's amazing. And all your leads are protected. They're in an API, so it's a developer API in the back end of the Get Response and Aweber. It's amazing. But there's so much value. And then we have our Fearless Masterminds, right? When we actually have our paid Zooms, which is weekly, we'll go in and we teach you new things that truly work in 2023 too. So it's a nice little package. I call it a business in a box, you know. If you have kids and they're like, Mom, Dad, I want a PlayStation 5. No, they don't need no PlayStation 5. They need a way to make money online. My mom told me, guys, I was working at Verizon Wireless for a couple years at the United States company cell phone. And because I know there's overseas folks, right? But I was working at Verizon and I got held up at knife point when I was closing Verizon, my store I had. So a store like this, some three younger kids, they were like juvenile, but they're like 17 to 20. And they came in and they actually stole phones from me. They stole phones from me. So my pain point was my why. And I quit my job in 2017 of December. And I go, I'm not going to have no knife pulled out on me. Anything can happen in life, right? Walk across the road. Well, I want to work online. I want to work on my laptop. I want to help people actually win with their existing business or new business or whatever. And that is what made me have that pain point, because I'm like, I ain't gonna get no jab. And you know, no, that's not worth freaking 12. At the time it was like $12.95 an hour. I'm thinking, my gosh, I made that in one payment, and then the person's happy. I get to have them set up and they're off to the races too. So my turning point was that, and I was like, no more 9 to 5. And I'm very grateful for the folks that do work 9 to 5, right? We need them. We need our pilots. We need our people that work and cook and everything. But what we want to do is the name, Get Fearless Freedom. We want you to get fearless out of your own realm of thinking, right? There's shadows, your cognitive belief patterns, and we want it to change. Hence our $1,000 level. Brandon's going to be helping build it too. And I mean, wonderful woman, very helpful to the community. And we have other folks, you know, it's phenomenal. Like, we can really, really help you. Truly, the name, Get Fearless, out of your own cognitive belief patterns and cognitive dissonance to get to higher levels of helping people. And that's where, at the age of 28, I got that. So I was like, all right, no more 9 to 5. Luck, you know, very grateful for people that work it, but I want to help them get out of that realm. And that is why we created this product. We created it to truly actually do it once and for all, but get past all the mumbo jumbo of online, because you already know what it's like, right? You watch a webinar and all that. We wanted to get right to the point with a system that actually literally works and functions. And that's what we did. It's just mind blowing when I look back and I'm like, Mom, when I quit Verizon, I was always looking how to make money online. And then you see all these other, you know what I'm talking. We all know
decided
that.
to create ourselves.
We wanted to create a thing that gets right to the point immediately. And that's why I get back with who got you on the Zoom today and get going with them.
Absolutely. Actually, we just had a sale coming in. So congrats to Niger. Jeff just joined her, and she joined with Brianna. So isn't that fun to see your members? She loves it when her members make money.
Oh my God! No, God!
Yeah.
I literally just said to her, I says, you are making a sale. I'm telling you right now, it is on its way. It's right there.
Yeah, and it came in. It just came in. I just saw it. And so Todd, welcome. I get to see my members' sales coming in, so it's pretty cool. Really, really amazing. We're almost, like I said, we're hitting momentum. So when this happens and members start making sales, then just make sure you guys bring them to the Zooms. And then of course, tomorrow we'll make sure you guys get all set up. So this is another mission of mine. When I say I want to help 100 families, it means I need your help. I need everybody on this Zoom's help, because it'll get so big. My vision is 1,000 members by the time I turn 56 in July. I don't mind saying my age. Very, very happy with where I'm at in my life, because I didn't think I was going to be here last year this time. Last year in March, I was going from doctor to doctor to doctor to try to figure out, why am I having heart palpitations? How come I can't get on Zooms? So today I'm very grateful to be here. And you have to have that passion to wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I want to help another person. I want to help another person. This is the time we're living in right now where people no longer say, what is an internet-based business? No, they're like, where is the internet-based business, right? So it goes from that shift, from that thinking, and we work on that. Like Brianna, she's learned from Bob Proctor and actually got to meet Bob Proctor and his wife. And I was like, oh, I was in awe. I was like, really? Like, so the universe has conspired and has brought Brianna into our community. And we met just this year, believe it or not. And we feel like we've known each other for a lifetime. But that's the kind of feeling you will get here with the Fearless Freedom. You know what I mean? If you can just share the screen to me now, Rob, real quickly, share it back. I know you like to show your MacBook to everybody. He's so excited about this MacBook.
I didn't
He
even
came in
realize I was
yesterday and he
doing
said,
it.
I just used Dad's training in order, you know, the training that
Yeah.
we're teaching people.
I was
and
so
I got
ecstatic.
this MacBook and I was like, oh, wow, you know.
Yeah.
But he takes his money that he makes, right? You want your kids to be self-sufficient. But anyway, so if anyone has any questions, we're about ready to wrap it up, and then we will get everybody signed up. Let me go ahead and stop. I'll stop my YouTube, stop recording, and then I'll stop live streaming on YouTube. And of course, if you're listening to YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel, ring the bell whenever we're live here on Saturdays. You can ring the bell, and then get back to the person that's invited you. All right, we are off of the YouTube.